Well, first time I got caught, um, I was working third shift, and the girl that I was cheating on her with, came to my house, and because I was supposed to meet up with her that day, but I had fell asleep, and then she came to my house. She got my phone. She called her. She was like, "Okay, she's like, "Who's this?" She's like, "This is her girlfriend. Who's this?" And she was like, "Oh, this is her girlfriend." She's like, "Bet, I'm on my way." And yeah, they didn't fight or anything, but it definitely was a very, very tense and awkward situation.
So
She
there
ended
was
up
two
taking,
girls at your house?
yeah,
I ain't gonna say what I'm about to say. I ain't gonna say that. Well, yeah. That's very toxic right there. Could have
yeah,
went left,
yeah.
or you could have had the greatest threesome of your life.
Nah, nah. They're both selfish. That wouldn't happen. They don't like to share, and I don't blame them. I've never had any complaints. I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but I've never had any complaints as far as that goes. Um, but they tend to be selfish. You feel me? So that probably would have never happened.
So how you got caught cheating the second time then? So you said that the first time, so it happened more than once. So how you got caught the second time?
The second time I told on myself.
Why you did that? Why you
I was
incriminating yourself?
pregnant. I was pregnant. I had to. I
Oh,
only had it for so long.
damn.
Yeah. One thing you'll know about me is I'm pretty transparent about my life because I've learned from my mistakes. And it could possibly help somebody else that may be going through the same situation. I had a lot of trouble with how I identified and what my sexuality was, dealing with hating myself for it, feeling like I wasn't accepted for it. And that was a lot of the reason why I was thinking and doing the things that I was doing, because I was dealing with that internally. So after I had my baby, I definitely took some time to learn myself, to figure out, who I am, what I like, what I want to do. And it took a while for me to get back to where I needed to be, especially because I was still dating at the time and I shouldn't have been. And I wasn't doing anything wrong necessarily, but I was still learning how to communicate. I was still learning how to love correctly. And I feel like the people that I dated weren't patient enough to deal with me. So I've been left since then. Like I have been from that point on, I stopped cheating. And really was trying to get my all in relationships. Although I did slip up one time. One time. But that was a whole different thing. But
That was just a one night stand, ain't it? Just got drunk that night or something.
it's something like
Something
that.
like that. You know?
So
Yeah. You had those time to time one night stand.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never had a one night stand because I've always that's just not how I am. Like I can't pick up somebody at a bar or something and be like, let's go home, smash and then leave. You feel me? Like I always have to have some kind of connection with that person. So yeah, one night stands are not my thing.
Gotta have that bond, that soul ties.
It makes it so much better. I promise you it does.
Are you still toxic, you think?
Am I still toxic? I don't think I'm toxic. I think I've had my toxic qualities, but I'm definitely working on it. I'm not perfect. But I'm definitely willing to communicate and learn and listen. As far as like if my partner has a problem with something that I'm doing, I'm willing to listen and really listen to understand, and not just listen to hear them and just continue on to doing the same thing. So I probably still do have toxic qualities, but I'm working on them. I'm definitely trying to better myself, and I'm definitely not trying to jump into a relationship until I've bettered myself enough to be in one. And I feel like I have something to offer in that relationship. And I'm not talking about like money wise, but emotionally. And I feel like if you're not happy with yourself, you don't know how to be happy by yourself, you can't be in a relationship with somebody because you're going to rely on them to be your happiness. And then if they're not on the same wavelength, then it's just going to come crumbling down because you're both relying on each other to be happy. And eventually that's not going to work anymore.
So you feel like you got like that phase out of you, that phase. You feel like you
Yeah, I've
passed that.
definitely left that phase alone. That was, and then especially because I didn't start dating until I got out of high school because, like I had this, that, them two relationships that I had in high school. Well, three. One of them
Mm-hmm.
I got cheated on within like 3 days of dating. The other one I dated for like a day, and that ended. And then the last one, it just it lasted for maybe like a week. Besides that, I didn't date in high school. I didn't even lose. I lost my virginity after high school. Like I didn't lose my virginity until like 19.
That's very late though. Wow, why so late?
Um, People are interested in me. Like I wasn't cool in school. Like I was just somebody that everybody knew, but nobody would speak up if they did have feelings for me until like after high school. And then at that point, like I was like, I don't even like dudes. So it took a while, and then I ended up, doing that. Yeah, that happened, and dealt with the self identity thing and trying to figure out what I liked, and I eventually figured it out.
So you feel like if somebody would have speak up earlier, you think you would have lost it earlier?
Oh
Okay.
no,
Was it everything you watched on like, like Pornhub and all that your first time, or was it like,
no,
wasn't
no,
was it special to you?
no, not really. The first time I didn't even expect it. I didn't go over there expecting it to happen. It just kind of happened, and I was like,
Spontaneously.
yeah, it was definitely a spontaneous thing. I was like, dang, did this just
Damn.
happen? What? Did I just what? Like what just happened? What?
So it just happened expeditiously, just fast. Just
Yeah,
real fast.
yeah. It just happened, and then it was over, and then I went home, and I was like, okay, guess I'm not a virgin anymore.
Did you feel like a woman?
No, I really, honestly, I didn't. I don't feel like it changed anything because it was just like it just happened so fast, and then it was like the next time it was a different person, and I'm not gonna rag on this person. Hopefully, they're not watching this, but the first time that I did it with them, they didn't last very long.
Can you explain who that was?
No, no, I won't. I
So,
won't.
okay, so for your first time, was that person special to you, or
Oh yeah, I was dating them at the time, so it wasn't just like a random person. It was somebody I was with.
was it
And
worth losing?
I don't honestly think it was like a big deal because only reason I held on to it for so long was really because I wasn't interested in dudes. So it was like, what am I sleep with him for? And then when I started dating this guy, it was like, well, now I want to see what the hype is all about. But he initiated it, so it just happened so fast. I really didn't think anything of it. It was just from there. I was like, okay, I guess this is what it is.
Mm.
But
So you realized it wasn't what all the hype was about for you.
no, it wasn't.
You was, so you was
Now the
disappointed.
first time with a female, that was everything and everything that I ever thought it was gonna, and more than I thought it was gonna be. Like, oh my god, Jesus, everything and more.
But for the guy, it was just just
It was
terrible.
just there. It was just
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It's interesting right there. It's interesting right there, man. Heartbreak third, man.
I wouldn't call myself a heartbreaker
You don't think so?
anymore. Anymore.
Anymore? Ah, what you did?
I have. I've broken a couple of hearts. I didn't. I feel bad for him. I do. I feel bad because I felt like I was a bad person at that time. But yeah, no, I've broken a couple of hearts before. I've had my heart broken too. It
Yeah.
happens. Karma is a bitch.
Damn. So when you got your heart broken, did it hurt worse than you breaking that other person's heart that you previously did?
Yeah, it hurt me more because it was my feelings that were hurt, not them. So yeah, getting my heart broken. I've got my heart broken. I would say like twice.
Mm. What you learned from that?
Um, Listen to my gut, pay attention. Because the one that broke my heart, the first one that broke my heart was they're both females. Honestly, they're both females. females hurt. Females hurt, bro. Like
I think females your kryptonite, man.
Oh, definitely. I love me a woman. Don't get me wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. I love women. I love them.
And what kind of women you like though? For everybody who watching.
I don't have a type because I am a switch and a STEM. That being a STEM is somebody that is interested in girls that dresses masculine and feminine. And a switch means that whatever I give out, I will take as well.
I never heard of that term, but I guess I learn something new every day.
It's a LGBT kind of thing. A lot of straight people don't know all the terms. I have to explain it to them.
Yeah, that's very interesting right there. Yeah, you also seen recently with Saweetie talking about, if you don't buy you a $40,000 bag, send them back to the streets. What's your thoughts on that?
If you don't buy 40, man, listen. I feel like I'm gonna buy nice things when I have it, but I'm not gonna spend it on stupid things like a bag. I don't need a $40,000 bag. I really don't. Like if it was given to me, cool. If I just want to splurge that day, cool. But like it's not something that's on my list to do. It's not something on my list to buy. Like I'm cool with what I need and a little bit extra. Now as far as jewelry goes, when I can upgrade my rings, I'm going to upgrade my rings. When I can upgrade the chain, I'm going to upgrade the chain and the earrings. When I can upgrade all that, I'm going to do it. You feel me? Because I like jewelry, but I'm not going to pay no $10,000 for a t-shirt. I don't see myself doing all that. I really don't.
Nah, okay, so you into jewelry. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like what average man can afford a $40,000 bag unless he's having a lucrative business or doing something illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wouldn't say that necessarily because my uncle and my aunt, they live in a very nice house in a very nice neighborhood. He has a good job, and he bought her some red bottoms for her birthday this year. Like, and he doesn't do. He's a family man. He has like they have together, 1, 2, 3, 4 kids together. Not as a whole, but like she had 2 coming in. He had 2 coming in, so 4 together. No, he had 1 coming in. They had 1 together. Sorry, but yeah, he just works. He's a hard worker. He works hard for what he does. You feel me? And he bought her some red bottoms for her birthday. I think the year before that, he bought her. I don't remember what the name of the bag was, but he bought her a nice bag. He throws her parties. The party. I don't know if you had seen it on my story, but the party recently that they had a DJ. They had a bunch. They cooked out. They had a bunch of people. Like police even showed up to it. You feel me? And they left, but they have cars parked all the way down the street, and this is a suburban neighborhood. You feel me? But he takes very good care of his family, and I believe that if you manage your money correctly, you don't have to have a $40,000 bag or do shit illegally to get it. You feel me? Like as long as you're managing your money correctly and you're doing what you're supposed to do, it can come. But I don't feel like you need it. You feel me? Like that's not something that's a necessity in my life, or I feel like somebody needs to have. Because people can flex with these $1,000 bags or $1,000 shoes, and they don't have their priorities straight. You ain't even got no car. Where's your house? Where do you stay? You feel me? They have the people that walk around flaunting all this ice and flaunting all these clothes and shoes don't have a car, and if they do, it's a hoopty. You feel me? Like their priorities are messed up, or they ain't got no house. You staying in a hotel, like staying on somebody's roof. And I'm like, you got to get your priorities straight. That's what matters the most. If you don't get your priorities straight, $40,000 bag ain't gonna do nothing for you, but hold the things that you have to carry around.
I look at it like this: you can't hold a EBT card in a $40,000 bag. You can't do that.
No, that means your priorities are completely fucked up.
And everybody watching this, if you don't have a high school diploma or college degree, please stop watching this. You ain't gonna understand all these gems. It's just gonna go over your head. It's gonna go over your head. This some real shit she just said. So if you don't have a high school diploma or college degree, don't listen to this shit. You ain't gonna understand all this shit. Too much.
Honestly, no. I'm not even gonna. I ain't gonna say that because some people didn't finish high school and they became millionaires. You feel me? It's not about the education. It's not about schooling. I'm not gonna say it like that. It's not about schooling because there's a lot of successful people that went to school and a lot of successful people that didn't go to school. You feel me? Like came up, started with their trade, built their business up, and now they got $1 million company. Or people that did go to school, like Lil Wayne, has degrees. That man is smart, and you see how big he is. It's like it can go either way.
What's your thoughts on Wayne endorsing Trump, saying he having meetings with Trump?
Uh, Everybody has their opinions. You feel me? I can't say that I agree with him because I don't agree with Trump in any kind of form, shape, or fashion. Anything that has to do with Trump, I am far away. I'm all the way over there. He's all the way over there. Like I don't. I think Trump is a racist, and I don't fuck with racists.
He ain't the only racist president we ever had.
Oh no, definitely not. But if we can get him out of office, I feel like we can do a little bit better than we've been doing because the decisions that he has been making, the statements that he's been making, the way that he acts is immature. I just don't feel like he should be the president. Like he's not fit for it. He has a lot of money. That's where his presidency comes from. He has a lot of money. He's had a lot of money, and that's what people looked at. Like, well, he's made all this money. He must be a smart man. Like, no, he's still ignorant. He's gone into foreclosure and bankruptcy. He's not that smart. You feel me? Like he just definitely doesn't belong as the president of the United States, especially not with his morals and values.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Trump. I don't fuck with Biden either. I ain't with nobody. They both full of shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
we agree on that. I don't know.
I can't agree with
I
that.
can't.
Oh, and this is one more question before I let you go. Like, what the definition of friendship mean to you?
Friendship to me is like family, honestly, because like it's rare that I call somebody my friend because I have very few friends, and the people that I consider my friends, I also consider to be family. Friendship to me is somebody that roots for you no matter what, that stands by you, that doesn't flex on you, doesn't trip on you, doesn't switch up on you, and someone that encourages you, somebody, an actual friend isn't going is going to keep you on the right path. You feel me? Like, don't always be a yes man, but be truthful with me. Keep it 100 with me. You feel me? And a lot of people that you can claim to be your friends, you'll do everything for them. You feel me? Like you'll be there for them when they need you. You'll be a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, a pocket when they need money. You feel me? But when it comes to roles and verse, they ain't gonna do the same for you. And it took a lot of eliminating throughout the years to figure that out because a lot of people are good at hiding it. A lot of people are good at pretending to be good friends. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty and stuff gets real, they flex, they leave. Like especially me, when I had my baby, I lost a lot of people, a lot of friends. My baby, I had 2 baby showers and a gender reveal, and the people that showed up to my gender reveal are the same people that showed up to my baby shower, but some of them didn't even show up. A lot of them, I had a best friend at the time that came to my gender reveal, and then when I had my baby shower, they weren't my friend anymore. It's just it's weeding. It's a process of weeding through the grass to find the snakes, and sometimes it doesn't show. But I know that they always show their face, so believe them the first time. You feel me? So like, if you dealing with a person and they show you their true colors, believe them colors because it will show up again. And it took a lot of stuff. Like, and I feel like me personally, if I lost you as a friend, you're missing out because I'm a good friend, man. I'm like I'm not even. It's not even to be conceited, nothing like that. But if you're my friend, I'm definitely looking out for you no matter what. Bump everything else. You feel me? And a lot of people fell through for me. And it wasn't like, oh, I just really don't have it at the time because I'm not going to be mad at that because everybody goes through their struggles. But if I know you have something and you purposely telling me lies, that's one thing I don't do is lies. But if you're lying to me and saying you don't have something and you just don't want to give it to me, just say that. You feel me? Like that's one of the songs that's gonna be on this, that, and the third. So stay tuned for that. Say that, but that's something I'm big on. Say that and be truthful with me. You feel me? So a lot of people were lying to me. A lot of people were acting different. A lot of people were saying things behind my back, and I had to cut a lot of people off. And it wasn't. Some people eliminated themselves. Some people just couldn't get to the level that I was on. I'm up here, you're still here, and I'm not gonna lower myself back down. You feel me? So I just kept progressing. No, there's no ill feelings towards you. No, there's no ill feelings towards any exes that I have. There's no ill feelings to any ex friends that I have, any ex family members that I don't mess with anymore. None of that. Like, I wish everybody the best, and I hope that you progress in life. But I no longer fool with you for a reason. God moved you out of my life for a reason because you're standing in my way now. You had to move. That's just it. And it's like my circle is very, very, very small at this point.